All right, before spring break, we started chapter 9 and we did part 1 and 2. Today we're going to do part 3 and we're going to finish up the chapter. So, part 1 and 2, we went over the various places and how to collect network data. So, part 3, we're going to go over the data analysis. So, you need some kind of tool to help you with the analysis. Wireshark has a good analysis capability, so you might start with Wireshark, but you could also write your own analysis tool using C or LUA, which is a lightweight embeddable scripting language. And there might be some other programming languages you might want to try, but those two are pretty good for analysis. You want to learn to use more than one tool. You want to use at least 2 tools so you can validate your conclusions. So when you analyze a large amount of data, it's easy for your tool to somehow miss a certain piece of data, depending on how you write your inquiry, your query into the data, and many other factors. It could cause, the algorithms could cause some of the data to be overlooked. So if you use more than one tool, the algorithms are somewhat different, and it might prevent you from making an assumption that's not true. So you want to use 2 tools, and if at least 2 tools, and if you get the same results from both tools when you do the analysis, then you can feel pretty confident that your conclusion is accurate. But you want to at least have 2 tools when you do your analysis. And you want to limit your scope. So make sure you stay focused only on what it was you're looking for. It's easy to run across something that catches your attention, and you want to investigate that too. But you don't need to do that at that point in time, because you can spend hours and hours and hours and never get your goal accomplished. So stay focused. Stay focused on your scope. What is it that caused you to do the analysis in the first place? You want to consider another tool would be Net Witness Investigator. That's another tool besides Wireshark. And then, of course, some other things you can do that's network related is all the logs that you can collect from the different network events, such as logs from your routers, firewalls, servers, your IDS, intrusion detection system, sensors, and other network devices. Even your DHCP logs have information that could be useful to you. Any host-based sensor logs, so that means individual machines may have host information on them that sense things that happen, and you can use those logs. And then you want to combine information together and reconstruct a timeline, and that way you can see how things happen. So you want to use file transfers, SQL injection attacks, and compromised account activities. All these things together can actually help you pull together your evidence and treat all of it as evidence. Okay, be mindful of that. You have to treat it as evidence, so you have to be able to validate that data and say, yes, I can prove I didn't modify it. It is the actual data, and it's the way that it actually was at the time. All right, so that finishes up chapter 9, and I'll be posting chapter 10 and before too terribly long. Be sure and do your discussions that I posted in chapter 9, and if you notice, you're required to post 3 comments, your initial response to the discussion, and then 2 comments to someone else. That's 3 different posts that you're required. That's a minimum, and you must post on 3 days. So either spread those 3 out or put more than 3 comments on there, but that's part of your requirements. All right, and I'll talk to you in chapter 10.